And now this video, I wanted to talk a little bit about the Premier League and some of the, most highlighted news over the last 24 hours. And as you can see right here in the number 12, Liverpool has been tweeted or retweeted. The word Liverpool has been retweeted about 150,000 times. Okay, so the reason for that, it's pretty obvious. Liverpool is going through this kind of bumpy road. They are the number 10, I think, in the standings in the Premier League, and a lot of people are asking themselves what is going to happen with Liverpool, or what's going on actually with Liverpool, because nobody in the beginning of the season, nobody really expected for them to be in that position, 14 points away from the top, 14 points away from Arsenal, and the last defeat against Arsenal was actually crucial for them to keep up with the I mean, not the big ones, but with the top 5, right? Whether Chelsea, Manchester United, Manchester City, or Tottenham, right? So, and they got defeated, and of course right now they dropped down in the standings, and nobody really knows how to reverse the situation, how to get through this. And for the first time in years, the project of Jurgen Klopp right now is stumbling, right? And nobody really knows what is going to happen or what can happen, right? I mean, when a team like Liverpool gets into this kind of situation, everything is a concern. Every single thing is worry about everything, and you still have players, but then you ask yourself if you did okay in terms of signings, in terms of exits. For example, when they sold to Sadio Mane to Bayern Munich, they're probably asking about it right now. I mean, we did the right thing. I mean, did we do the right thing? Was it okay? Should we done it in another way? Or, for example, the hiring of this guy, Darwin Núñez, right? The other day, Darwin Núñez said, I don't even understand Jurgen Klopp when he talks. And the player is not even is not becoming the player he was supposed to be, right? He started kind of like, hesitating, and then apparently he went a little bit up, but he came down back again, and nobody really knows what the, not the final destination, but how is he going to do that? I mean, is he going to become the player he was supposed to become or not? Because on the other hand, you have the Julian Alvarez signed by Manchester City, right? And this guy is being alongside Erling Haaland, right? Is doing a good job, right? But in Liverpool, Darwin Núñez is not doing such a great job, right? So that is the thing right now with Liverpool and Jurgen Klopp, and I think that they are a little bit ran out of ideas, right? How to get through this. And for the first time, like I said, is a moment where they have to sit down and say, hey, we got to do the things in a different way, and we got to get through this. Otherwise, we're done. We are in the the 10th. In the 10th position in the standings. It's not a joke, right? They are actually out from the Europe League positions, right? So let's see what happens. Let's see what's going on with Liverpool. I mean, I think that they will come back at some point, but you never know, man. If these guys enter into that kind of spiral, right, when you're just losing, and this kind of negativity and negative mentality and all the stuff, I don't know how they are going to get out of that, but it's gotta be difficult and of course very challenging. So the next one I have for you guys is I'm not going to say more problems for Cristiano Ronaldo, but the FA is going to decide whether Cristiano Ronaldo behaved in a proper way, or he, on the other hand, did such a wrong thing. I mean, it was a very wrong thing when he slapped the fans on a cell phone, right? And he was a kid, and it was really bad. But what they don't know yet, it's about how many games should be out, right? Because, I mean, I'm pretty sure Cristiano Ronaldo will be punished, right? And somehow to be out for 3-4 games or something like that, and a fine. Of course, he will fine with some, I don't know how much money it can be, but the organism that has to understand about this situation is the FA, right? It says under FA rules, the case must go to a hearing, although witnesses can be allowed to submit written evidence, right? Ronaldo had a happier trip to Goodison Park on Sunday. This the other thing. So yeah, I mean, right now, the other day, Cristiano Ronaldo was back, right? He scored again. He's bouncing back a little bit. He scored actually his 700th goal in his career. But this thing is coming up in a very weird moment for him, because aside of the game the other day, Cristiano Ronaldo is going through one of the toughest and worst seasons in his whole career, right? And nobody really knows if he's going to get really back, right? And he will be able to become and overcome, all these problems, right? But I mean, Cristiano Ronaldo is always Cristiano Ronaldo, and you have to trust him until the last minute, right? Until the last moment. But man, now this thing is that going to affect himself? Psychologically or mentally? Is this going to bother him or annoy him sufficient or big enough for him to, feel again bad or hesitating or stumbling again? I don't know. I don't think so. But because Cristiano Ronaldo is a very strong and very powerful guy when it comes to mind and all the stuff, is mentally very strong, right? But I don't know if you put all the facts on the table, right? Like the age, like the thing of the cell phone, and then all the criticism all around him, right? With the performances he's doing, because he hasn't played actually, but all the situation that he has in United right now, starting from the bench all the time, it's like, man, is this, good enough for him to retire, or he will try to go through this and try to overcome all the problems and be back on track? I don't know. This is up to him, and of course it's gotta be tough anyways. It's gotta be really, really hard for him. So now the last one I have for you guys is, we talked about it yesterday, about the strength Arsenal is showing everybody right now in the Premier League team, because the eyes of the world right now are on Erling Haaland and Manchester City, right? Because they can become one of the strongest teams in Europe. But let me tell you something: the fact that people just type the standings in the Premier League and they see another team which is not Manchester City, it is actually Arsenal. It's like nuts. It's like, how in the world a team which is not Manchester City, which is not the team where Erling Haaland is playing in, is above Manchester City? It's impossible. Well, the only reason for that is because they are doing a beginning of the season amazing, right? Amazing. They're winning everything. They're playing incredible. They are beating down teams like Liverpool, for example, and they don't have any doubt about they can win this year for the first time in decades, right? Gabriel Jesus, to me, it was a turning point. When Real Madrid tried to sign Gabriel Jesus, they knew the kind of player he was. But we couldn't, right? We couldn't sign him just because of the passport and all the stuff and the citizenship issue. But they could, right? And they did. And they did a good job. And he's doing amazing performances. He's scoring a lot of goals. And the whole squad is very, all the pieces are together and working together, and they are well mounted, right? And so they really know what to do, and they really want the win, and they really want they want to be different, right? Arsenal has always been, over the last decades, over the last years, Arsenal has been always there, but never as a real candidate to win the Premier League, right? This year is different, and they really trust themselves. They really believe they can win the Premier League for the first time, way ahead of Manchester City, Liverpool, Chelsea, and all these teams, right? So to me, that is the key. the players believe in that, and if they believe, that is going to be a big difference with respect to the last years, right? So yeah, I mean, it's going to be a great challenge, and like they say here, it's going to be the master versus the apprentice battle for the title race. It's going to be very, very interesting, the Premier League this year, because for the first time, a team who is not City, United, or Chelsea, Tottenham will be there. So I mean, shout out to Arteta, who is doing a great job in Arsenal, right, with the players that he has. Shout out to the players as well, because they really know how to do it, and I think that they will succeed this year, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be great. I mean, if they keep this pace, right, to me, in my opinion, they have a lot of chances to win pretty much everything. So let's see what happens. Let's wait a little bit, and and see if in the end they are able to win everything. Okay, so until here, guys, I hope you liked the video. Drop in the comment section below, and see you in the next one.